Hello, first grade friends, and welcome to our second week of rhyme games. Okay, so we finished up last week with our rhyme game and our rhyme game pieces, so you can keep those if you'd like or recycle them. We are all done with that rhyme game. This week we have a new one. So, just like I was telling you, every Monday we'll do the same exact thing I did before. I'm going to show you your two new rhyme game board and your rhyme game pieces, and we will get them ready for tomorrow for our level 1. So looking today, this is our rhyme game board and our rhyme game pieces. I always have my rhyme game board as the white page and my rhyme game pieces as the blue page. So taking those out now, again, they're linked on the plan sheet for this summer video, summer slide forward video links and stuff like that. So if you don't have those, maybe ask your mom or dad or a family member or whoever is with you if they can print those off now for you. Okay, so looking at our game board today, the top right-hand corner, we have our first picture on our rhyme game board. Our first picture, you can see we have somebody and they're holding a sweep. Our first picture is sweep. Sweep is our top right-hand corner picture. Next, here we have a picture of somebody playing basketball and they are dunking, which means they're jumping up and throwing the basketball in the hoop. And sometimes they hold on to the hoop. Whoever's dunking the ball might hold on to the hoop afterward, or they might hit it. It's usually when you jump really high up and puts the basketball in the hoop, which you can see here. So we have sweep and dunk. Sweep and dunk. Our next picture, we have that arrow that I showed last week. We had a couple pictures with arrows. This arrow is pointing to a tag. This is a tag you might see when you are buying a new shirt, pants, some sort of clothing. Stores put tags on them so that you can see how much they might cost, what the brand is, what the fabric is made out of, how to wash it. You also sometimes see tags in the back of your shirts or pants or in your gloves or on your scarf. You might see a tag that's more permanent, something that you don't take off after you buy it, that has more information on how to wash it, what it's made out of, that kind of thing. So you see tags most often on things that you are buying or clothing. So sweep, dunk, tag. This picture, we have another arrow. It's pointing to somebody's knee. Knee is that part on your leg that bends. To this person's knee is helping them kick the soccer ball. Our next picture is of a pan. Pan is usually a flatter tool that you use when cooking. You might fry eggs in a pan, or maybe you cook some bacon, make some pancakes. Pans are usually, you can see here, a pot would be wider or taller than a pan. Pan is smaller and thinner. Our next picture is shake. Somebody is shaking hands with somebody. Our picture here, we see another arrow and it's pointing to this hook. You might hang clothes on it, or looks like somebody's backpack is hung on a hook. Hook. It's used to hang something. So let's go back one more time. We have sweep, dunk, tag, knee, pan, shake, hook. This picture is showing somebody who's shocked. Usually somebody's like, when they're shocked by something, maybe they saw, maybe somebody surprised them. Maybe it's their surprise birthday party. They're, oh my gosh. Shocked is an emotion that somebody has. And this is a face that you might see when somebody is shocked. Holding their face, their mouth open, like that. That's something you might see when somebody's shocked. So hook, shock. And our last picture, I almost didn't even see him. He was hiding so well. Our picture here is somebody who is hiding. You can see them under the bed. Our word is hide. They're under the bed and you can see them going like this. Shh, they're trying not to be found. Hide. Okay, one more time through our game board. We have sweep, dunk, tag, knee, pan, shake, hook, shock, and hide. Those are our 9 game board pictures. For our game card pictures today, we have 9 more pictures. Looking in the top right-hand corner, this picture is showing C. This magnifying glass or hand lens, as it's sometimes called, is helping this person see something bigger, or maybe something that's really small. You can see up close and see something bigger. Like we can see in this picture, her eye got a lot bigger when she put her eyeball up to the magnifying glass or the hand lens. C. Our next picture, if I show you up closely, this is a picture of a lake. You can see, looks like they might be camping. They have a little tent and a little fire and some trees and mountains around a lake. Looks like they might be out canoeing on the lake. So C, lake, block. These are ABC blocks, block. Our next picture here is of a bunk, or a bunk bed is sometimes what you hear. Bunk is short for bunk bed. And here, our next picture is steep. I'm pointing to this side of the mountain because I'm just showing it could either have been on this side or that side because both sides are very steep. That means they're slanted like this instead of, this would be a very leisurely walk. If you're walking down, it would be like, oh, this isn't too difficult. It's not taking me, or it might take me a little while longer because I can walk slowly. But if you're walking down something like this, you'd be like, ah, almost falling off because it's so steep. If you were riding your bike down it, you would go very quickly down a steep slope. Whereas if it was like this, not very steep, you might go kind of slow with your bike, or maybe like this, not steep angle. It'd be a longer ride, or you can go slower. So this is just trying to show the side of the mountain that is very steep. Both of these sides are very steep. So bunk, steep, ride. This person is riding their bike. Of course, they're wearing a safety helmet because safety first. Next, we have a van. Van are vehicles or types of transportation that can hold a lot of people. Van. This picture is of a rag. Rag is usually something, you can see they're holding it like this because it's probably dirty. It's usually used to clean up something. People use rags to clean dishes or to clean the floor or to clean up spills. So this person might have just cleaned up a really sticky spill and they're like, ooh, I'm gonna need to go put this in the wash now. And our last picture is cook. Cook. Okay, let's go through our game cards or game pieces one more time. We have C. C. Our next picture is lake, block, bunk, steep, ride, van, rag, and cook. Those are our 9 game cards or game pieces for this week. So, like I told you last week, I went through and cut my pages with you to show you how I like to do it. I like to cut the game board, just the very perimeter or the very outside edge off because you don't need it, but you have to keep your 9 game board pictures all together because it makes it easier, like we saw last week during our levels, to keep everything together. And usually when you're playing a game, you have your game board and your game pieces. The game board's always together. Okay, so for our game pieces or game cards, same thing. I always cut out the edge like my game board, but then I cut each individual rectangle out. So I'm going to have you do this on your own. I'm going to do it on my own, so I'll have it ready for tomorrow. But if you need to go back and watch last week's Monday video, if that would help you, go for it. But it's the exact same thing as we did last week. Okay, everyone, good luck in level 1, level 2, level 3, and level 5 this week. and I'll see you tomorrow for our first level. Bye, everyone!